There ain't nothing to be gained from holding on to grudges, except death to your soul and prison for your judgment. It turns truth into lies and good into poison. There ain't nothing to be gained from holding on to grudges. Okay, so one day I was riding down the road and I think I was thinking about what would I want to tell people on this channel. You know, it's modern woman, and modern woman is not about being the most forward-thinking, avant-garde, trendy person. It's really about loving and owning and living who God created you to be in this moment, in this day. What keeps us from that? And of course, you know, this applies to men too. Ironically, I really never expected guys to watch my channel, but I have some really great male friends and family members who do apparently enjoy these videos. So, you know, this works for you too. But grudges were highlighted. Here's the thing. I am a very emotional person, and I am very sensitive, frustratingly, annoyingly sensitive and empathetic and compassionate. Well, I try to be compassionate in a lot of different situations. Many situations I'm compassionate. Stop qualifying. Okay, so with that, I found that things are getting under my skin really quickly. And also, I am very forthright. Like, my friends will laugh at me sometimes because I'm just gonna say what I'm thinking, and not like in a brash, just spewing stuff out on people and being rude. Just, I'm going to be work really hard to be fully me in any moment, because that's where I found my freedom, peace, and joy in the Lord. So with that, I'm thinking that people are all forthright and completely honest and say what they mean and mean what they say. My Lord, I didn't realize how not true that was. I just took things at face value and was really naive, and I think in some ways I still am. If someone says, I make this commitment to you and this is how this commitment works, I'm thinking that that's what they mean. Come to find out, you didn't mean that at all. You had conditions that you never told me. So with that, I would start to hold grudges to protect myself. And it would be from a place of, okay, now I see how you're gonna behave. You're wrong for that. That's not cool. And so in the guise of keeping myself from not being fooled again, I would hold a grudge. And it's just not worth it. What I found with those grudges is that it was poisoning my perspective on people. I was becoming really cynical, really unpleasant, really withdrawn from people, and really unhappy. But when I chose to apply the word of God and forgive and not hold things against people, I found so much freedom, clarity, peace, and blessing. I saw the Lord start to, number one, deal with some of the idols that I held in my heart about the rights that I have that weren't really there, like the right to be right, the right to be respected. Like, it's good to be respected, and I want to do right before the Lord, but my version of right and his version are completely different, because grudges are not right. So with that, I can think of 2 or 3 instances where someone made a commitment to me that they didn't keep. I can think of also instances where, that was on me. I made commitments that I didn't keep. That was a part of the growing up process, is realizing as much as you hate this, where you've done it too. In seeing other people's faults that way, you've got to identify the fact that you've been behaving that way, and you're in some aspects reaping what you sow. So what are you going to change so that you don't cause the same hurt in others that you're experiencing? Through the process of dealing with grudges, there's nothing to be gained from holding on to grudges except death to your soul and prison for your judgment. Like, I was talking to the Lord when I was singing it. I was like, that is so right, because it choked the life out of me. And I wasn't making clear, wise decisions about certain things because the grudge was keeping me from seeing things right. And you would think, oh, no, they did me wrong and I'm holding on to this and they're behaving that way. But they maybe had a bad day or a bad moment, or didn't even realize, whoever the they is, that they were hurting you. Or maybe they did and there were warning signs all along that you missed because you wanted to. When I learned to forgive and not hold the grudge and be like, you know what, this hurt and they hurt me. The Lord showed me where I should have done differently, and I forgive and release that person. I give you permission to purify my heart and deal with this junk. I found the ability to love people better, and also with the forgiveness came wisdom from the Lord and how to deal in those kinds of situations so they didn't come again. And some of the hardest instances, the Lord showed me how those hard situations were things that He let happen to actually break me free from situations or relationships that would have been very harmful to me down the road. People who had an agenda that I couldn't even see. When they did the thing they did to hurt me, it was in a controlled situation on the Lord's end where He knew what was going to happen, but He let it come up so I could see an agenda that would have been even more detrimental down the road. And I'm telling you, I'm so grateful for it. And the whole, it turns good into lies and truth into lies and good into poison. If one person hurt me a particular way and then someone kind of looked like that, I would start to expect a person who had good intentions towards me, I would believe that they didn't, because it was just something that looked like a shadow or a whisper of something that the person who did me wrong did. I think one of the clearest examples of that is in situations with guys. The Lord really made me deal with how young guys treated me throughout school. I mean, I had some really hard experiences where, let's just say, there was some emotional abuse and some improper behavior towards a young woman that wasn't really dealt with very well in my school when I told people about it. And so it really made me distrust men, especially Black men, because of how one little boy messed with me and teased me so much. I got to a point, I remember this conversation very clearly. I was praying about getting married. I was like, where are you at, Lord? And He was like, hey, you have this issue of offense in your heart regarding Black men, and you're gonna have to deal with that before I can send you your husband. Okay, let's sit down and let's deal with it. And I sat in a chair in my apartment and I prayed in tongues for like an hour. I said, I'm not gonna leave this chair until my heart is dealt with, and we get to the root of this. And He brought up what happened with how the young guy teased me, and even how other Black children treated me in school. They would say, you want to be white, you're a little white girl, you think you're better than us, you act white, you talk white. And He's like, it wasn't a white or Black issue, Alicia, it was a light and dark issue. And Satan just pushed those buttons with that to make me feel that way, so that I wouldn't even accept or be comfortable with that aspect of my identity and Black men. And then after that, poof, gone. It really shifted the dynamic for me. And what has been very interesting is, like, there have been some Black male leaders and male friends who are amazing brothers who've brought so much blessing to my life that I would never have connected with because of that offense. And I'm a little 10, 12, 13-year-old girl trying to figure out who she is, and that happened, and it just totally messed with my way of thinking about who I am and whatnot. So I say all that to say, there ain't nothing to be gained from holding on to grudges. Ooh, except death to your soul and a prison for your judgment. Oh yeah. It turns truth into lies and good into poison. There ain't nothing to be gained from holding on to grudges. So I'm letting it go, 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 go. I'm letting it go. It ain't gonna hold me back no more. Oh, go, 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 go. I'm letting it go. You ain't gonna hold me back no more. I hope you've enjoyed this empowerment moment, and I will see you in the next video.